guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. So today I'm doing this look that I have seen everywhere, literally all over the red carpet, on brides. It's everywhere. I have multiple screenshots of this look in my phone. And this is my first attempt at it. Basically, it is a really highlighted, smooth, beautiful under eye, super blushed cheeks with like a very like baby pink, not like a coral, baby pink, and then a like smoked out liner. So that is what we did today. I hope you guys enjoy it. I used some of my favorite products, some new stuff. Let's jump into it. Okay, I am double priming like always. I love double priming. Honestly, if I'm in a rush, I won't do it, or if I'm just doing like really simple makeup. But today, this was like my favorite combo for a really long time, and I used it the other day on maternity shoot that I did for the client, and it looked so good. Especially this primer for large pores and for like textured skin, and if you have oily skin, it's really good. This is the e.l.f. Matte Putty Primer. And then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Jelly Pop Dew Primer. This is one of my favorites, and they have it in stock again. You know, it was limited edition, but literally everybody loves this primer so much that they brought it back. So if you guys didn't get to try it the first couple of times they launched it, it's available again. The only thing with this primer is that you have to let it sit for like a solid minute before you go in with foundation, because you don't want, you like see these like super wet spots, you don't want that. So you kind of want it to like take its time to get tacky and soak into the skin. And also, if you guys, this is like might seem like not a necessity, but if you guys don't have a makeup fan, I'm telling you, it speeds up the process. It feels good, and you can use it for like sporting events, travel, blah, 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 blah. I think they're great. And I talked about this foundation in my last video, but I didn't actually use it, so I'm going to use it today. I'm going to use the shade Olive and the shade Warm Honey because I am a little self-tanned and my face is not. So this is the Hard Candy Glamophlage foundation. This is a really beautiful foundation. It's got a super long-lasting finish. It's not too matte. It's not dewy. It's like literally just like a satin foundation, and I'm just gonna go in with a tiny bit of like maybe a couple dots of this Warm Honey shade. Sprinkle that throughout just because I am a little bit tanner. And now I'm just gonna go in with a damp beauty sponge. You guys, I found this. I usually get them on Amazon, but I found this pack of literally 10 sponges for $4 at Walmart the other day. So they're by Equate. I could not believe the price on these. So see if your Walmart has them, or if you guys can like get them shipped to you, because if those are good quality, which I think I kind of felt them, I think they're going to be. Hello. And it has 2 shapes of each color. So one shape is like this traditional shape, and the other one is kind of like, the other one is more like that Real Techniques shape. You see how it's like flat on one side, and then the other one's like this. But I think that's like really awesome, the price. So, and I'm going to go with my Milk Makeup Bronzing Stick. So I'm always looking for a good cream bronzer, because this is the cream bronzer that like put me onto cream bronzer, okay? And I'm using another one right now by, I want to say Juvia's Place. And it's not bad, but like it has a little bit of a sheen to it. And I think that this one, just the Milk Makeup one, I feel like it just applies just a smidge smoother into the skin. I love seeing new makeup launches, but I hardly ever like buy a ton of new makeup just because I feel like it's not necessary, and like we're constantly forced to overconsume, and that's just like not sustainable at all. So I hope that what you guys can learn from me is like chatty girl talk, and we can like have a space to discuss things, and like I really want to have like discussions in the comments and like have things like that with like you guys and like build a relationship. But also like I think I'm pretty good at technique, and I promise you, when I do find something that is good and I try something, it's like if I'm using something regularly, like you know what I'm recommending is like good, because I do not like blowing my money on frivolous things. And also, I will not just say something is good if it's not. Like I really want to grow this channel, right? But I have turned down a bunch of collabs that I'm just like, that does not align with my viewers, that does not align with me. like a wellness brand and like vitamins and stuff like that has reached out to me before, and I'm like, that's cool, but like I don't really share like my gym stuff here. I don't really share my fitness journey, so why would I be talking about that? Or just like random stuff. I'm like, do y'all watch my videos when you're sending me requests to like review these things? I think not. So, oh, I really wanted to do my eyes first and I forgot. Okay, we're gonna pivot because I really want to do my eyes. So I am gonna do my brows really quick off camera and just kind of like fill the bottoms in so that I can go ahead and work on the eyes. Okay, brows are on. I just used my little like e.l.f. like bite-sized brow situation. It's literally just this little palette. I really enjoyed this because it's just super easy. But I'm just gonna take my Tarte Shape Tape and clean up. And that one's not the dewy one, it's the regular one, because I find that the regular one works really well for like priming my eyes. So basically I just go in with this. This brush is from the Ariel and Morphe collection, and I just really like this for carving out the brows. I don't carve out the tops because I think it looks more natural, and I don't love the blocky brow look, but my brows are just genuinely super dark and like always kind of look that way a little bit. So I pretty much just fill in the bottoms of my brows and kind of the tails, and then I just go through with like a brow gel, like a tinted brow gel, and run through the rest. The brow gel that I used today was from Anastasia. So once I've kind of got this situation going, I like to go in with like a little, like really dense domed brush. This is the Crease Prep brush from Real Techniques. And I just kind of like use this to pat and distribute out the rest of the product that I had like kind of just slapped on the eye. And then I will go in with like tapping motions towards the top to kind of just finish everything off and make it look real seamless. So I have found that using a large brush, this is the setting brush, which I think people like use under their eyes. I have found that using this big freaking brush is super good for what I'm trying to achieve. So I'm gonna use the Jaclyn, but this is like the palette she created for her mom. And basically I'm just gonna go with a super light shade, and I'm gonna set the front of the eye. Before I do that, I'm gonna make sure that there's no creasing. So I'm gonna go back in with my brush and tap it out. But I like to mix like the really light shade and then a little bit of like a shimmery shade. And I do this with like a ton of palettes. There's a ton of palettes that have like that combo, or even have like a shimmery matte. Also, if you hear rustling in the background, it's my dog. My boyfriend left the door cracked and she's literally making a bed out of literally a pile of stuff that she found. But I just really like, it has like a little bit of a sheen. You see how it's like super light now? And I'm gonna bring this to the inner corner a little bit. And then of course I'm gonna highlight the inner corner. This is just gonna give me, also it's like covering, when I'm using a brush that's this large, it's covering so much surface area. And it's also going ahead and like setting this area. I'm trying to find a way to do this makeup look as quickly, efficiently, and like as easy as possible for you guys, because I want this to become like my new signature everyday look that is like super easy. So I'm finding like the fastest way to achieve it. Like we're getting there on a speed train. Okay, next we're gonna grab a fluffy brush. This one is from e.l.f. This is the Fluffy Eye Blender brush. And I'm gonna pick up the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I kind of just recently rediscovered this. I remember why it's so good. It's just powdery enough to like still use as an eyeshadow, and it's buttery, and they have a decent shade range. You can like order a bunch of different shades in this, and I just think that's literally amazing. And I can use it on my face. So I'm using this as my transition shade. I really like using face bronzers as my transition shades before I go in with other products or even like blush, because face products, face products are meant to blend a little bit more seamlessly than eyeshadows, and it's like one of my favorite makeup hacks. So I'm just running this in the crease. I'm not bringing it too far in, but you can see that I am bringing it just a little bit in to kind of like create a transition here. I love this palette from ColourPop, so we're gonna use this today. Literally I'm not using a single like specific palette to create this look. Use whatever's in your collection that like translates. But this is the Good as Gold palette from ColourPop. I'm pretty sure this was limited edition. I'm gonna go in with this like super dark sparkly brown. I think this is like the perfect, I feel like this is the perfect brown hue because it's not too red, it's not too cool toned, like it's not too dark. And this palette also has a black to create this look. Honestly, it has everything. I would have mixed these two shades think it has everything I really needed. But I'm actually going to use this little brush from the Morphe and Ariel collection. It is not an angled brush, but it is, see how teeny tiny it is? This is what I'm going to use to create this wing. A lot of people just use tape. I'm actually going to see if I can find some. Okay, I also went ahead and put Homegirl on the bed behind us because she obviously wants to be a part of the show. She always does this, like climbs onto pillows. I think it's so funny. But basically, I'm just gonna grab like regular schmegular tape. I'm lining this up lower than my eye. Like I'm not putting it here, I'm putting it lower. Okay, and I'm lining it up to the tail of my brow. Check to make sure they look even. And then you've hacked the system and literally you don't even have to like think about how you're gonna draw your wing because it's ta-da, like it's there. I actually ordered like special tape for this, so honestly as soon as I get that I'm gonna be so excited. I'm gonna take a little bit of a deeper like transition shade. I'm gonna use, back to the Jaclyn palette, I'm gonna use the shade Puddin' Girl, and it's just like a more like bronzy crease situation. Just something a little bit deeper. You can also take like an actual bronzer that's a little bit darker than Physicians Formula one I used. What I am going to do now is I'm going to take a little bit of this black and just stamp it at the very, very bottom just to like create just a little extra depth just at the edge. Ta-da! I still have these lines I have to deal with because I did not have the forethought to do that. So honestly, you guys, I'm literally just over here like Frankensteining this makeup together because I should have remembered that this is the look I wanted to do, but I just sat down and got excited and started playing. So I'm just going in with my sponge with like whatever excess product was left on my sponge, and just gonna take my bronzer brush I used earlier. Moment of truth, this is also part of what makes this look so lovely, is a super light colored blush. This shade of pink is everything for this look, you guys. I normally apply it on the back of my hand. I don't know what made me so bold to just apply it on my face, but we're gonna run with it. I'm also, you can see I'm taking it like right up to my eye. It's because every time I've seen this look, that's where the blush placement is. Also, that blush from Juvia's Place is in the shade Blush Lily, and I just got it and it's my new obsession. I used it on that maternity makeup that I did. Literally gorgeous. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with concealer. I'm going to use 2 concealers today. Probably absolutely not necessary. I'm going to use the new Fenty Beauty Concealer. I have mine in the shade 210W, and I just love like the applicator of this is kind of weird, and I love it for like snatching the nose. I just feel like it's so much more to highlight. I love this one, especially for when I'm not wearing a ton of like makeup. This is like my everyday concealer recently. And then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, just for like that extra coverage. And then I'm going to blend my life away. I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Peach Pie Easy Bake Powder. I really want to get the pink one. I saw it in store and I thought it was too pink, but now I feel like it would be perfect for this look. But today we got Peach Pie. That's what we're going to use today. And I'm going to go with a little powder puff. I love the packaging of the Huda Beauty, by the way. I just wanted to shout that out because like there's like a little mesh lining, but it still lets you pick up the product. It's actually amazing. I've been really into Huda Beauty recently. Like I love watching their stuff. I like watching her page. She became the CEO of the brand again, and I just feel like it's amazing. So I'm blending one side at a time, making sure to look up while I blend my creases out, and then I'm going to set immediately and then I'm going to do the other side. We are snatching noses and souls over here, my guys. Oh well, also this is scented, but it's not like obnoxiously intensely scented in my opinion. And you can see I'm taking the concealer all the way out here so that it blends with the blush. That's like a big part of this look, is that like this is like a seamless transition. I also love these powder puffs for setting because like look at how I'm able to like get right up to the eyeliner without messing it up. I'm gonna like bake the sides of my nose, but then I'm just gonna lightly press onto the front. And then with whatever is left on my puff, actually I'm gonna pick a little more on the chin. I normally just kind of like lightly set the cheeks. And then I take a large powder brush. This one is the multitask brush from Real Techniques. And I kind of just dust everything away. I don't like to bake super long. I'm gonna take a little more powder and snatch the cheeks a little. And I'm going back into this Jaclyn palette and I'm taking that shade again, Pudding Girl, the one I have in the crease. And I like this shade a lot for this specific thing because I don't like when my under eyes are too orange or too dark or whatever. This is a really good in-between shade. And I'm kind of just like picking up where that eyeliner left off and dragging it underneath my eye. I'm going to take my, this has been my obsession recently, since I got it, honestly. This is the Juvia's Place Bronzed Bronzer. This is in the shade Medium, and I'm going to pick up both shades, honestly, just to like set the bronzer. You want to have a liquid and powder counterpart for your blush and bronzer. I wish I would have gone a little heavier on the coverage of the foundation in this specific area, but I did not. So we are just gonna work with that. That foundation is pretty buildable and I just didn't build. I really kept it light. Okay, I'm gonna set with what is pretty much my favorite spray right now. It's not actually a setting spray, but it is my favorite. This is the Delba First Spray Serum, okay? This is literally liquid gold, okay? So this spray is just really gonna make everything not look powdery and kind of bring the skin to life. But I'm gonna take more of my blush. So I feel like this is the best way to use this blush, is to apply it on my hand, because now this is creating the effect that I wanted, you know? And it brings back that dewiness to the cheeks that I really like. But I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes. So I'm gonna curl my lashes and I'm gonna go in with a new mascara. This is my favorite mascara to use when I'm applying lashes. It's so good, you guys. This is the e.l.f. Lash Extender, and this is a tubing mascara. So think, what is it? Thrive Cosmetics. Thrive Cosmetics has one. Basically what happens is when you are taking off your makeup, it literally like slides off in like these little tubes, little like stringy looking things. It's amazing because when you're taking off your makeup, it just like, I feel like it's less harsh on my lashes. And it also just like does not flake, which is literally amazing. I'm gonna do my bottom lashes first. Now, the reason that I said I like this formula so much for when I'm applying lashes is because I feel like I have other mascaras in my collection that do a better job of making my natural lashes look pretty. I love this one for the bottom lash line, I will say, and I love it for my top lashes when I'm using falsies. I don't love mascaras that have this plasticky applicator personally. Also, of course, like right now I'm saying that I don't like the way my lashes turn out with this, and today my lashes are like showing out with this mascara, but okay then. Okay, I'm gonna grab my ABH Glow Seeker highlighter in the shade Sun Idol. This is fairly new to me, but I've been using it like religiously, so I really like this. I'm gonna layer it up on the inner corner, okay? I'm also using this highlighter all over the face. Next, I'm going back in with whatever's left over on the powder puff to just like kind of brighten the under eyes and like kind of seal the deal with like that transition I wanted to create. And I'm gonna go in with my favorite retractable eyeliner. This is the Wet n Wild Breakup Proof retractable eyeliner. I'm going in with the black shade. Now I'm gonna go in with the NYX Wonder Pencil, which is like a cream colored eyeliner. The lashes I'm using today are the Kiss Pompadour lashes. I really like these because they like flare outwards, but they also have a pretty tight curl, which I just think looks really good. I'm going to, while my lashes are drying and doing their thing, I have like chapstick on right now. I'm going to wipe that off and I'm going to go in with some lip liner. But before I do that, you can see that I didn't like super layer my foundation a lot, so like my little freckles are showing through. I'm actually going to go in with my waterproof Breakup Proof pencil from Wet n Wild in the shade brown. This is like a brick brown shade. I'm gonna go back and like dot those guys in. What do we think? They're back anyway. They were already kind of peeking through, so this is in the shade Sugar and Spice. So I'm gonna use this lip product I used in my last video from the Hard Candy X Girl Scouts collab. This is in the shade, this is the Velvety Smooth lip marker in the shade Coconut Caramel. It literally, like, I think just goes so good with this. And I'm also going to go in with a gloss, because today I feel like going in with a gloss. I'm going to use the Filter Gloss by Maybelline in the shade Moon, which is my favorite shade that they have. I will kind of say they're the closest thing that I have seen to the Fenty lip glosses at the drugstore. Okay, honestly, there was a moment there where I wasn't sure if this look was going to do what I wanted, but I honestly feel like it has come together beautifully. I love the lip combo. I'm actually really glad I used this lip liner in the shade Sugar and Spice. I just feel like it looks super good. This look to me just, especially like the way that the cheeks look with that blush, I really love that blush shade. Honestly, I wish they had it in the e.l.f. formula, because even out of the Rare Beauty one, I like the e.l.f. formula the most. I know that it was trying to dupe the Rare Beauty one, but I just feel like truly the e.l.f. one, especially for the friggin' price point, like, come on, because this is like $6, okay, the e.l.f. one. This one's like 18 and the Rare Beauty one is like 20 something, 24 I want to say. So, big fan. So I'm gonna go finish up my look and get dressed, and I'll be right back. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna set my face with the Milani Make It Last. I haven't used this forever, and I recently just bought like this full size, so we're gonna go ahead and use that to set. I love the original because it doesn't, they do make a dewy one and they do make a matte one, but I love just the original because it doesn't alter the finish of your makeup. It just literally makes it to where it's not moving. Like, it's not gonna budge. This is a much more aggressive sprayer than the spray serum that I was using earlier. Like this one, this is really like a mist. I also love using this like with skincare. It's such a like amazing product, literally skincare infused. It's perfect. So I am gonna be repurchasing this. I think I want to sit down and do a video of like my absolute favorite products, because lately I feel like I have gotten like a holy grail like lineup. Okay, you guys, I've got my dress on, I've got my boots, my little hoops are from Walmart, and these earrings are like permanent earrings. They're from Amazon. They have little screws in them, these three, so they're just always in there. And then this necklace I got from, when I was in Paris, I went to this little boutique and got like a little custom necklace. This is like my Gemini symbol, and then this is letter N, and then this is like my little Cartier dupe bracelet I got off of Amazon, and my Apple Watch, which I want to get like a gold chain, but honestly I also use this to work out, so is what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.